Okay, let's talk about temperature and humidity controls. The temp and humidity controls themselves are going to work hand in hand with the environmental monitoring systems and the fire suppression systems. So they should definitely be tied in. And they should also be operated separate from the rest of the company if possible. In other words, the data center controls should not be tied to, let's say, HR or the plant floor or accounting or whatever else. So if somebody in that area happens to be too hot or too cold and they adjust the temperature, obviously you don't want that to affect the data center and vice versa. So I know that sounds like a no-brainer, but just to make sure that it's understood, those controls should be completely separate. The climate should be controlled completely separate from the rest of the company. And then just to kind of recap a little bit about that, temperature and humidity controls and the HVA system in general, as far as the data center is concerned, is a closed loop positive pressurization system typically. All right, that's what I mentioned before about when you go to open a door, air rushes out of the data center instead of rushing in. So internal air is filtered and recycled. And the reason that is really because dust and particles and so forth, we don't want those things coming from the outside in. So even when you walk into a data center, you'll notice that there's tacky mats typically on the inside of the door. So when you open the door, you'll feel the air rush out. And then as you step in, you usually step on some type of tacky mat, and that will peel off any dirt or debris off the bottoms of your shoes again, so that doesn't go out into the air, particleize, and then basically get sucked into the fans or whatever of the storage arrays, networking systems, or the networking infrastructure, and of course the servers and so forth. So basically we want to keep the room pressurized to keep dust out.